have been a lot of lies said around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can believe.
Yes, indeed. There's been a lot of lies told in this story. But there's one thing that you can believe, is that the truth will always come out. And with that being said, I think we finally reached the truth. Or closer to the truth than we've ever been within this video. But before we get to that, remember this lady here?
In regards to black women not being protected, let me first state the obvious. No man should put his hands on a woman.
Yeah. Not only is she receiving backlash, she's receiving death threats. I think this sinks to an all-time low here when it comes to women and the truth and them speaking out. But you know what? We'll let her tell you her story, and I'll be back.
I made a video about black women and preventative protection and how if you want someone to protect you, you're going to have to listen to them and try to avoid being in dangerous situations. And because you guys didn't like what I said, I received death threats. People wish that someone would bust my car window and pistol whip me. People wish that some people or that they themselves could find me and hit me with a brick. All these young girls that are out here that are still wet behind the ears but are aging like milk and bananas calling me old. I'm not expecting y'all to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that, because I know y'all don't care. But I'm going to say what I want regardless, because I don't receive my self-worth and validation based on what people say about me online. I proudly grew up in a time before all of that, and my self-worth and validation is based on my principles and my character. Some of y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. So I'll say this again, for the people that have sense, preventative protection is the best kind of protection. For every other crime that exists, we understand that preventative measures is the best way to avoid said crimes. If I don't want my car broken into or stolen or vandalized, I'm not going to leave it unlocked with valuable things in my car. I know people personally who have gotten their car broken into several times. I've never gotten my car broken into, knock on wood. If I don't want to get robbed, I'm not going to go to the ATM late at night by myself, because that is not a wise decision to make. And you guys can say, well, that still doesn't stop people from getting robbed or their car getting stolen or whatever, but it greatly minimizes the risk. You feel me? Same thing when it comes to condoms and birth control. Condoms and birth control are not 100% effective, but it significantly minimizes the risk of you getting an STD or you getting pregnant. In addition to taking preventative measures by not being in dangerous places by yourself, actually listening to the men that tell you to take preventative measures is another way that will help to ensure your safety as a woman in this world. And to the ladies who have never had a man love them enough to try to prevent something bad from happening to them, you honestly have my sincere condolences. And to those of you who say, why don't you just tell men to stop abusing women? Why don't we hold them accountable? If telling someone to stop being an abuser, a thief, or a murderer worked, then the prisons, we wouldn't have a need for prisons. None of that would exist. So excuse me for living in the real world. I'm a very proactive kind of person. We can't change what happened in the past or things that have already happened to women, but we could help minimize the risk of those things happening in the future.
And y'all are really threatening this woman? Where's the lie? Where's the flaw in her logic? There's none. She's right. 100% she's right. She said nothing wrong in this video, yet and still, she's getting backlash and death threats. Make this make sense. Because y'all don't like what she said? Listen, y'all are giving her all the smoke, but you're not giving Ro Bashir, whatever her name is, the smoke either, for lying. Yo, there's definitely problems in this world. This woman G'd all of y'all out of 40,000 plus. I don't even know where we at now. We could be at 45,000 as far as I know, but she got y'all for a good 40 grand plus, 45 grand plus. Who knows what the number is right now? And y'all ain't giving her the smoke, but y'all giving this lady here all this damn smoke? For what? That's what's wrong with this world. Y'all don't want to hear nothing, but y'all want to do whatever y'all want to do, and still want to hold men accountable for something they had no part in. This was her whole thing. Her whole situation. She came up with, scammed y'all, made y'all look stupid, and y'all out here redirecting y'all heat and smoke to the wrong people. That is utterly insane. And as a matter of fact, after watching these next videos, y'all should be getting ready to hand out apologies, but you know that's not gonna happen because you know how that goes. Y'all not apologizing to no man, right? But we get it.
Today on Ghetto News, man, I'm sorry to report, we may have gotten bamboozled, kerfluffled, hoodwinked. She didn't just pull the wool over our eyes, she pulled the whole damn sheep on our face. So we all know this lady, right? The Brick Lady, aka Roll Reacts. Now it seems like she has a history of doing this sort of thing. Basically in 2020, she actually, once again, played the victim to actually get GoFundMe donations. And I want y'all to listen to this.
Years we've been scammed again. Rhoda Osman, the Brick Lady, appears to be a scammer that uses victimhood to create GoFundMes. Her first incident was in 2020. She claimed she was assaulted by a dollar store security guard.
And man, did the story get crazy. Man, this story got more twists and turns than a Jamaican street. Seems like we got Carly Russelled again. She had black women coming for black men all over the internet, but as more details of the story came out, man, her story was flakier than a 90-year-old crotch. Y'all remember her claiming that none of the black men around actually came to her defense? Yeah, that one. Now watch this clip.
Yeah, talking about, I got hit with the brick, you know? And we was trying to help her, that's all we was trying to do. You see what I'm saying? We trying to help her. I called the police and stuff like that. They pulled up, I talked to them. I know they got the video.
So that was bullshit. Now y'all remember this guy who claimed he was there? Oh, nope. His ex-girlfriend outed him. He doesn't even live in the same state. He was just another motherfucker doing it for clicks and views. Oh, so the owner of the establishment also finally spoke out, so he reviewed all the security footage, and there was no video of her getting assaulted in any shape or form. And yet she was able to still raise $40,000 on GoFundMe donations this time around. And now for the obvious question. I'm pretty sure we all see that swelling on her face, right? On top of not filing a police report, it's alleged that she actually got treated for an allergic reaction, guys. Oh, just in case we can't put one on one together, guys, she did this for clout, she did this for views, and she did this for money. And she knew that by stirring the pot between black men and black women, it would do exactly that. So, us at Ghetto News, signing off. Y'all have a good day now.
Oh, I say it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Damn, at this point, you don't even know what to believe in this story. But, wow, if this is true, and that was an allergic reaction that she caught and she passed it off as getting hit in the face with a brick, boy, she did her job well, didn't she? She sold it. She sold it. To a lot of people, she sold it. Not to everybody, but she sold it. Because I was still wondering why no one could tell you or spoke of the guy who hit her with the brick. Like, he was always the missing piece in this. And no one had anything really to say about this person. Except for that guy who now we figuring out is doing it for the same reason she's doing it, for clicks and views. But she was doing it to get paid as well. So she has a history. It's the second time. Wow, imagine that. So he ain't no good, she ain't no good. So possibly this is all true. There is no brick guy. And she caught an allergic reaction and passed it off as something else. This story definitely has too many plot twists and turns here. You're just left in the wind to trying to piece it together yourself. I mean, there are pieces that fit, don't get me wrong, but there are some pieces that's still missing, and they're still left trying to piece it together, which you can kind of, but you're still missing something. You can get most of it done, but it's going to take some definite mental gymnastics to figure out the rest of it. Oh boy, I tell you, this is crazy. Y'all people, y'all women, and this don't mean all of y'all, obviously, it means a decent amount of y'all, ran off to defend her as if she was correct and condemn everyone around her, and come to find out, not only is she bad, a rotten apple, you got another rotten apple in the bunch there, and people that actually helped her who are good Samaritans. Ain't this something? And someone did mention something about a police report. Matter of fact, the guy himself mentioned something about a police report. The one they're saying he saw her get hit with the brick. So look at this. And I just made a video entailing some of them details in my last video. And here we are, back here again. And to top this one off, I got one more for you. Let's see how this fits into the picture.
Someone who had been friends with Brick Lady for 13 years comes out and debunks the whole story. Y'all not gonna wanna miss this. I'm about to play a clip and she's gonna be on live tonight, but wait, I'm gonna play this clip and all I'm gonna say is it's gonna be a lot of apologizing going on, ladies. I don't even wanna bring it to y'all, but I gotta bring y'all the truth. Here it is.
First saw the video, I just went again. And not again, like, you know, oh, something bad happened to her. I'm like, she doing this again? Again?
Yes. What did she say happened that night and what actually happened that night?
She basically said she was beat up by 4 black security guards. 4 out of 200 people, mostly black, you know, may have been a white person here or there, mostly black people. That BITCH is the reason we can't get in the club. She was trying to fight all of us. I said, oh, okay. And she ended up getting dragged by black females.
She did some kind of insurance scam, went to Virgin Islands, and then that's how she ended up in Texas.
She got $50,000 in a settlement.
Now, in that clip, she's talking about 2020 incident when she allegedly scammed from a security and the club ended up suing. You're going to have to do the story, not 8 p.m. live. Long story short, Brick Lady said it was 4 black security that beat her up, quote unquote. But it was actually, she got beat up by women that she started something with. And it's a whole lot of other stuff, y'all. But all I'm going to say is shout out to the ones that have been rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. And the ones who mad because we telling the truth, I wish y'all well. But I'm going to continue to tell the truth. 8 p.m. live tonight, interview with Brick Lady's friend coming forward because she feel bad about all the scamming. That the GoFundMe people done lost, that gave their money to a cause that's not true. See y'all 8 p.m. live. Any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll make sure I ask them tonight on live. See y'all there.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
There's not going to be any apologies coming from any women that supported this woman. I don't see that happening. And if it does, wow. Congratulations. I'd clap for you right now. Secondly, y'all people, the women that supported her, jumped on this bandwagon and ship, supported her, and she scammed all of y'all. At least the ones that supported her. And you're probably still supporting her now. Now we, with this story, flipping so much mental gymnastics to the point where you really don't know what's true and what's not. We're going to say this. All the pieces that fit, you can do the math on that. It sounds like a total scam. She's known to be a scammer. That's her job. What was she scamming for this time? Who knows? Maybe her job wasn't paying enough. Maybe she ain't working. Who knows? But this is what she does. So when men tell you not to jump to conclusions, sometimes you need to listen. Because y'all emotions make y'all jump and spring into action, and you want us to spring with y'all. We're not built like that. No man is obligated to help a stranger, especially one with deplorable behavior. No. That's not how this works. People, y'all act like y'all holier than thou. Y'all walk these streets and don't help strangers every day. So none of y'all are innocent. So please stop it. Just stop it. Y'all got scammed. Y'all want to blame men. There are hidden agendas mixed in with other agendas. Y'all can't see it, but we see it. Why? Because we're thinking about it. Logic will make you think. Your brain's being used. 2 and 2 will add up. 2 times 2 will add up. It'll equal the same number. We see it. All it takes is for y'all to just take the time to sit back and listen and understand. But y'all don't want to do that. Y'all have your agendas, and obviously they don't involve men. And if they do, it can't be in a positive light. Listening to this story, she had an agenda. She carried it out almost to perfection. But when you leave a digital footprint, digital trail, it always comes back to get you. So whatever you do on the internet, better make sure you're doing it in a positive light. Because anything else, it will be dug up. Trust and believe. Once you tap that button and put it out there, 9 times out of 10, somebody has it. That being said, with this story, if any other details come out, I will be sure to report on it. But other than that, till the next one, I'm out.
To protect the sheep, you got to catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf. You understand?